Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. I'm very pleased to be joined by the Minister for Citizenship and Immigration, the Honorable Jason Kenney. Minister, thank you for taking time out to be with us today.
Thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. I'd like to start off by asking you about your relationship with the community. Obviously, I understand that your relationship goes quite far back. If you could just talk to me about your relationship and how it's grown over the years.
Well, one of my best friends in college many years ago was a young Ahmadiyya man who was studying in the university in the United States. So I've known the community ever since then, and especially since becoming a member of parliament in 1997 through the great Jamaat in Calgary. And I was always invited to the conventions in Toronto. But I, in the past few years especially, have become close to the community, having had a chance to visit His Holiness on a couple of occasions at his home in London, and also to get to understand the community's challenges that it is facing in Pakistan and all around the world.
Definitely, and you just came out from the mosque. You took a tour of the mosque. If you could just talk to us about your feelings about this mosque, the Bet Rahman Mosque. What you really liked about this mosque.
Well, first of all, it's a really impressive place of prayer. It brings traditions of Islamic architecture and art in a graceful way, at applying modern construction technology to a space that will be, I think, very well used by the community. Obviously, first and foremost, as a place of prayer and worship and devotion, but also a practical place to gather the Jamaat together. And what a beautiful site, overlooking the coastal mountains here, right on the edge of the Fraser River, which is the highway of our Pacific coast, and with the beautiful vegetation all around. It's such a fitting and peaceful venue for this magnificent place. I know that so many families have made huge sacrificial gifts to make this possible, and they've spent years raising the money, everything from little girls helping to bake things for the bake sales, to dads giving a big portion of their income to make this possible. And I know that His Holiness is going to be so proud of the Jamaat here in Vancouver for what they've done.
And you mentioned His Holiness, obviously you just came from the airport, received His Holiness. Just talk to me about your feelings about meeting him and, some of the things he might have said to you.
Well, it was an honor to receive him back to Canada on behalf of the government and Prime Minister Harper. Prime Minister Harper has fond memories of being with His Holiness in Calgary for the opening of the Bet Noor Mosque in 2006. And so wanted me to pass on my best greetings to His Holiness on this visit. He seems to be in good form, in good humor as always. He's always willing to share a chuckle about different things. And we had a good discussion about current events in the world stage. He expressed his delight at the fact that Canada has finally launched our Office for Religious Freedom, and did so at the Humanity First Ahmadiyya Community Centre in Maple, Ontario, with the Prime Minister there a few weeks ago, and with the appointment of Dr. Andrew Bennett, Ambassador for Religious Freedom, who will be here for the opening of the mosque. So we talked about those issues. We talked about how Canada can help Ahmadis who have been victims of persecution around the world, and the collaboration, the growing collaboration between the Government of Canada and the worldwide Jamaat Ahmadiyya.
Minister, just to end off, I know you have very close ties with this community. You consider them to be your brothers and sisters.
Yes.
If there is one message you would like to give to them, especially on this occasion, the arrival of His Holiness and the opening of the Bet Noor Mosque, just one message you would like to give to the community.
It's a message of gratitude. Gratitude for those who have chosen to make Canada their new home, and for in the long term, to make this the place of their children and their children's children. Gratitude for the way that the Jamaat and its individual members have contributed to Canada. As I said to His Holiness, this is one community where I never have to worry about problems, kids getting into trouble or criminality or, abusing Canada's generosity. This is a community that is very deliberate, very intentional about contributing to Canada, about making and not taking, about giving and not taking. In fact, I told the media during the opening of the Religious Freedom Office with the Prime Minister in Maple about how the Government of Canada had made a special contribution to help build that community centre, but His Holiness said no. We want to give that money back to the government so it can use it in better ways, because we're here in Canada to give and not to take. I'll tell you, I don't hear that message very often. It warms my heart. It warms my heart to hear the generosity of this community, which is a model of integration and presents a true, authentic a view of a peaceful Islam that is at home here in Canada, that doesn't regard itself as an alien faith, but as a Canadian spiritual presence in Canada. So thank you for embracing, I say to the community, thank you for embracing this country, making it a better and stronger place, and thank you for the beautiful permanent presence that this mosque represents here in Vancouver in the Lower Mainland.
Minister, I think I can say on behalf of all the community, we are very thankful for you taking time out of your busy schedule to be with us here today and everything that you've done for the community. Thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you very much. Shukriya. Thank you.